Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome to another On the Couch. Today I will be reviewing the episode 2 of The Flash, the fastest man alive. Alright, so of course, because I'm reviewing The Flash, I would usually decide I would make it a tradition to wear my Flash hoodie. Well, if you don't hear the sound, it's in the wash. I got caught in the rain and I'm trying to dry it out. Instead it'll be Captain America today. So yeah. So the plot of this is a pharmaceutical multimillionaire is being attacked by a former employee who can duplicate himself, and Barry Allen and team have to go and stop him. Well, two problems. One, Barry Allen is discovering his weakness of his metabolism, which is a weakness that has been established before, and especially in the comic books. Or not the comic books, the original TV show. And also, Detective West does not agree with Barry's lifestyle choice of being a superhero. With that said, though, this is a really good episode. Just like the last episode, this is just as good. My God, I had a damn blast watching this episode. And honestly, right now, I know we're only two episodes in. This is my favorite show. Right of this moment, this is my favorite show of this season. Just no contest. Well, maybe except for Walking Dead, but of course that's going to be an awesome show. It's the fucking Walking Dead. But right now it is The Flash. Until Constantine and Grimm come. So, anyway. Alright, so many positives. First off, Grant Gustin, always great, always enjoyable as just being silly, awkward, shucks, aw shucks, Barry. But he's also a kid that has to keep his secret identity from the woman he loves, which we all know is gonna happen. I mean, Superman does it, Spider-Man does it, everyone does it. But unlike those characters where they're just like talking to themselves in their head, one thing they did really good with the powers was he goes really super fast while she's just standing there, and as he is going super fast, he's pouring his heart out to her, and she can't even hear him because he's going so fast. It's one of those things I love about this show is how they utilize his powers in the most interesting way possible, and they do, and it's enjoyable to watch because you feel for Barry. You feel for Barry because he is a guy who has to balance his life. He's balancing his life as a superhero. He's balancing his life as a forensic specialist, and also at trying to figure out the mystery behind his mother's murder and get his dad out of jail, which is nothing. The flashbacks here, no pun intended, the flashbacks in this are also really good because we get to see more John Wesley Shipp, and just seeing how Barry felt about Detective West when he was younger, feeling how he felt that that he's keeping him away from his father because he believes his father is a murderer. While yes, it was already established that he had believed that, he he's actually he's still a good man. He's doing this because Barry's father told him to keep Barry away from him. And I mean, when that's revealed, it's heartbreaking because you feel like, because you know he's innocent, you just really, but it's, you know he's innocent, but he feels like there is no hope, even though, you know, there is now. But, oh God. I'm trying to remember it. I watched this last night, so I'm trying to remember everything. And I'm kind of sick right now, so. Oh God, I'm trying to think. Also, they bring in his weakness, like I said, his metabolism weakness, which is another thing I really liked. I always liked that weakness. I thought it was really good. Honestly, it's the most original weakness. For me, it's the most original and unique weakness of any superhero I've ever seen. Much more unique than a Green Rock, or the power or fear overcoming willpower. It's that weakness is my favorite weakness. And I like that, and then of course they resolve it in the end. It's like Ramon is like, "Here, Barry, I made you these high-calorie protein bars." I'm thinking, that was fast, like a flash. Hang on a second. Speaking of which, pizza. Also, I never thought of how. Speaking of pizza, like, Barry likes pepperoni, black olives, and jalapenos on his pizza. He and I need to be friends, because I love that shit on my pizza too. And trying to think now. But yeah, and just Barry just being Barry. Barry is an enjoyable character. Grant Gustin, again, just does a great job. I'm loving this, and I'm also loving the suit. I like how they added the yellow streaks into a suit now. I thought it looks really nice. I also kind of like how him and Ramon were actually keeping his usual saving the day thing away from Danielle Panabaker, who I'll get to in a minute. Because apparently the deal is they just go find metahumans. They don't worry about saving other people. Barry doesn't do. They don't listen because it's like, I'm a superhero now. I gotta do superhero things. I gotta save the day. I gotta save people from a burning building. And it's a lot. And you know what? That's the Flash. Flash will help people. I mean, he's a superhero. He's gotta help people no matter what. But the fact that they gotta hide it from someone who already knows that he's a superhero is funny. And again, Iris West, I mean, she's not my favorite character, but again, I'm willing to give her some room as of right now. Detective West, now, I was a little worried with this. Alright, he went from doing the whole, oh, I don't believe in man in a lightning bolt theory, or there's no way anyone can have superpowers, that's impossible. He goes from that to going to, Barry, you cannot be a superhero. You already have a job. Don't do this. Leave it to the police. It's like, let the police handle this. And this is something this is another thing I've always hated, is like something out of somebody's hands just goes, I mean, when something superpowered happens and a superhero goes in there and then a cop says, you can't do this because we're the police, you're not, we can handle superpowered beings. And they can't come up with the most logical explanation, and that's something that irks me because then it becomes the police can't handle it because they're idiots, they're incompetent. Now, Detective West is not incompetent. Detective West is a really good cop. Hell, he actually, and so I kind of was worried about it, but at the same time, I get his argument since last week he killed what weather wizard. So yeah, I can understand his argument there because he did kill a guy who can control the weather. Although this time he's trying to get rid of a guy, he's trying to stop a dude who can multiply himself. So he can't really do anything like that. I like that Captain Clone reference he did, Captain Clone. So wait till next episode. But yeah, what I also like, but you get why he's doing it. It's not because he doesn't agree with his superhero life, it's because he's concerned. He feels like Barry is so inexperienced in saving lives because all he sees him as is a nerdy kid who can just run super fast. That's just all he sees him as. He just sees him as a nerdy forensics kid who just happens to run really, really fast. He doesn't see him as someone who can be a hero. But in the end, he comes around to Barry's side of thinking and realizes Barry can do this. Barry is capable of doing this, and I've just been worried about him. And you believe it. You actually do believe it. Danielle Panabaker's character, on the other hand, my God, line up. I get the character. Her fiance was killed in the particle accelerator accident. I get it. But the fact that she got really angry over him saving people because he has superpowers, that was unnecessary. And that's something here's something I've never really understood with CW, especially with Arrow, was every time someone has to act angry, they don't come off as angry, they come off as fucking hostile. And I was starting to get that from here. Like, Arrow has not even going to Arrow, I'm going to go into it for a little bit, especially last season. There was always this moment whenever Thea, Oliver Queen's sister, would discover something and get really, really angry. I get anger, but what she was doing was becoming fucking hostile towards everybody because she feels like everyone's lying to her. So she has to be fucking hostile to everybody. Just to everybody. And it became annoying. Now, she became less annoying. Now, thankfully, Danielle Panabaker's character didn't become less annoying, became less annoying throughout the rest of the episode. Thank God. To where it wasn't as bad. She just ended up becoming the cynical doctor. Which again was fine. Of course, Tom Cavanaugh, always awesome. Definitely stay after. There's another scene with him. Because everyone's been talking about the scene from last week. There's a scene with him this week. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make this a thing. Because this is a what the fuck moment, and I can't wait to see more. And of course we got William Sadler as Simon Stagg, which, he was the president in Iron Man 3, so seeing him in this was, it wasn't bad casting, really, because he does play Simon Stagg pretty well. just hopefully we get a Metamorpho storyline. I would love to see a Metamorpho storyline. But him playing off of Tom Cavanaugh was actually really good. I actually liked how Tom Cavanaugh just came in and it's just going. It's like I'm sorry. Were you a philanthropist or a humanitarian? I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one you're pretending to be. I'm thinking. Ooh. I'm trying to think. And of course we got the villain, Multiplex. He can he can multiply him, so he can duplicate himself. Now, I'm gonna admit I'm not that well versed into Flash's villains. Like, I mean, I know who Captain Cold is. I know who the Rogues are. I know who Gorilla Grodd is. I know who those characters are. I do know who those characters are. But it's some of the other characters I don't know. So I didn't really know Multiplex. Really at first I thought he was Mirror Master, to be honest. I really did. But he wasn't. This character could have been more fleshed out, really. Really could have. Because they did go into a whole, Simon Stagg stole this guy's research and now he just wants revenge. They give a reason why, because his wife was sick and she died because Simon Stagg. Again, I don't know much about this character. If you could comment below, if you could put some comments below or on Facebook for me. If that's his origin, let me know, because I was getting a Mr. Freeze vibe from this, like a serious Mr. Freeze vibe. So just let me know, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh god. I'm trying to think. One other thing I really liked about this episode was the opening narration. Now, yes, they do the whole, my name's Barry Allen, I'm the fastest man alive. And that was just really just a recap. That was recapping the episode, the previous episode. This time he goes, I'm Barry Allen. But you already know that, so I'm not going to go into that. That's stupid. I'm thinking, okay. They're actually kind of going to fuck you to Arrow's opening. I kind of like that. But also what I really like is it feels like it feels like he's doing narrations in a comic book, which we've seen before in comic book movies. But this feels more genuine. This feels like you're watching a genuine comic book here. So I'm digging that. And of course, special effects are really good. I'm digging it. I'm digging the special effects. And I like that almost homage. I'm going to say it's an homage to where Barry is running. And it's usually when he's feeling upset or something, like in the TV show, like in the original TV show. Barry's running and the camera's pointing right at him and you can see an obvious green screen. I actually like that. I thought that was a nice little bit of, and if it was meant to be an homage to the original TV show, then good job. That was an effect I always enjoyed. Yeah, that's about it. This episode's really good. I give Flash episode 2, The Fastest Man Alive, an 8 out of 10. This show is fantastic. I cannot wait to see more. This has become my favorite show this season. And I'm going to stick with it until it starts to suck. But I doubt it will for a while. So I will be back with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Until then, I will see you guys later. Y'all have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.